Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to discuss which card should be in your wallet. Now you may have seen other popular videos out there from other content creators discussing which cards they have in their wallet. I like to watch these videos because it gives you a good insight into that person's mind and allows you to see how they like to maximize their spend with their credit cards. It also allows you to see cards that you may not have in your own wallet, but may end up being quite beneficial if you do add it to your wallet. The fundamentals of these videos is using these cards to maximize your return. Now I have many credit cards, but I only have a few select credit cards that I keep in my wallet. These are my core credit cards that I have for either daily or weekly use. Now you may hear people talk about having a Chase trifecta or an American Express trifecta. If you want to stick with one program, you can do that, but I like to diversify my points because this way I can take advantage of the different sweet spots that are connected with all the different programs out there. The thing you want to do is get yourself the right card that's going to give you the best return without needing to put a ton of effort into it. Because I know that most people don't want to have 15 credit cards that they're going to have to shuffle through to try to figure out which is going to give them the best return for a candy bar they're buying at Target. All you're going to want to do is get yourself a select few cards that's going to give you the best return for your spend. The first card you're going to want in your wallet is going to be the Catchall Card. This card is exactly what it sounds like. This is going to be one that doesn't have any specific category. It's just going to give you a higher multiplier in all categories. Most cards will give you 1x back on all of your purchases. But a card like the Chase Freedom Unlimited will give you 1.5% back on all of your purchases, or a card like the City Double Cash will give you 2x back on all of your purchases. My catch-all card, which has become my favorite card in my wallet, is my Capital One Venture X card. This is a card that gives me 2x back on all of my purchases. I used to shuffle between different cards as my catch-all card, but ever since I got my Capital One Venture X card about 4 months ago, this has been my primary catch-all card that I've been using for all of these different purchases. One thing you'll realize if you go through your credit card statement is just how much these non-category expenses pop up throughout the month. So instead of getting yourself only 1x back, getting 2x back throughout the entire year can end up being a big difference when it comes to the amount of points you're going to be getting in return. Things like dental expenses or car repair can end up being quite costly. So being able to double my points in these categories is huge. And the great thing about the Venture X card is that the 2x back that you're going to be getting on all of your catch-all purchases are transferable currencies, which means you can end up making this a lot more valuable if you end up taking advantage of the transfer partners that are connected with Capital One. Now I've already done other videos of this card on this channel, but for those of you who aren't super familiar with it, with this card you're going to get yourself 2x back on all of your purchases. Plus, you can also get yourself higher multipliers when you use your Venture X card through Capital One's travel portal. Now, this card does have a $395 annual fee, but you get yourself $300 in travel credit through Capital One's travel portal, and then also you get yourself 10,000 venture miles every anniversary of keeping this card open. So if you can just use that $300 travel credit through Capital One's travel portal, you're going to get yourself positive value from having this card. Additionally, you also get yourself Party Pass lounge access with this card, which can really help boost your travel experience. Now, if you are interested in getting yourself the Capital One Venture X card or any other card I named in this video, please check out my referral link in the description box. And if you decide to use any of my referral links, it does really help out the channel, and I'll be incredibly thankful for your support. The second card you're going to want in your wallet is going to be a dining card. Now, regardless of what you look like or what religion you follow or what football team you root for, we all need to eat. So having a card that gives you a higher multiplier in dining is a must. Now, there are many different cards you could put in your wallet for this category, such as the Capital One Savor One card, the City Premier card, but the one that I have in my wallet is the American Express Gold card. The American Express Gold card gives you 4x back on dining and 4x back on groceries. Now, this card does have a $250 annual fee. However, it does give you $240 in what I consider to be very easy to use monthly statement credits throughout the year to help offset that annual fee. Now, for some people out there, these monthly statement credits have become annoying and they no longer want to have the gold card. But if you can take advantage of these statement credits, you're going to be able to rack yourself up a ton of membership reward points with having this card in your wallet. Now, the catch-all card and the dining card, in my opinion, for most people, are going to be the two most important cards. After that, these other cards are going to be still important and still can rack you up a bunch of points, but they probably aren't going to get as frequent use as these first two cards. The third card you're going to want to have in your wallet is going to be a hotel credit card. Now, these credit cards are great to give you higher multipliers in your hotel of choice. You can have a card such as like the Hilton Surpass card or the Ritz-Carlton card. The hotel credit card that I have in my wallet is the World of Hyatt credit card. The World of Hyatt credit card isn't great for everyday use, but when using it at Hyatt hotels, you're gonna get yourself 4x back on your purchases. Now, I've already stayed at a few Hyatt hotels this year, and even though all of my stays have been paid with points, I've gotten myself drinks and food while at these hotels, and I've billed them all to my room to allow myself to rack up more points with my World of Hyatt credit card so I can be able to use those points for a future stay. World of Hyatt points are my favorite hotel points because of how valuable they are. I just stayed at the Park Hyatt in Kyoto, which would have cost over $1,900 a night at the time of booking. But instead, I was able to stay there for only 40,000 World of Hyatt points, which I find to be much more affordable. Now, although I think that it's wise to have yourself a hotel card in your wallet, I don't think that it's very valuable to have yourself an airline card in your wallet. Now, I have multiple airline credit cards, but none of them are in my wallet because airline credit cards don't get yourself very good earnings with their cards. Now, there are different benefits you can get yourself with airline credit cards, such as free check bags or companion pass, but neither of these are going to be needed to have in your wallet. And most of the time when I end up doing an airline purchase, I don't end up even using the airline credit card that I have for that airline purchase. The reason for this is because airline credit cards usually end up being pretty poor earner cards. The card that I named earlier, the American Express Gold card, also gives you 3x back on flights booked directly with the airlines. If you look at many airline credit cards, even if you use that airline credit card to book directly with the airline that's connected with, you're gonna get yourself back around like 2x back. Some of the cards will give you 3x back, but with the gold card, you're gonna get yourself 3x back and it's gonna be a transferable currency. So I would rather have the transferable currency with the American Express Gold card as compared to getting myself either equal or less the amount of points with using the airline credit card. So while there may be reasons to have yourself an airline credit card, I do think that for most people, it's not gonna make a ton of sense to have yourself an airline credit card in your wallet. The fourth card you're gonna wanna have in your wallet is going to be either a Visa or a MasterCard that has no foreign transaction fees. This card is gonna be incredibly useful for anyone who likes to travel internationally because if you do, you're gonna end up coming across a place that only accepts either Visa or MasterCard. When I visited Madrid, I couldn't find a single place that would accept my American Express Gold card. So it's always gonna be smart to have yourself either a Visa or a MasterCard as a backup just in case you can end up making that purchase. And make sure you have a card that has no foreign transaction fees. Because although you can be racking up points overseas with these cards, if you end up having foreign transaction fees, it's gonna negate any of those gains because of all those fees. And these fees can rack up pretty quickly. So you're not gonna wanna bring your Chase Freedom Unlimited or your Chase Freedom Flex on an international trip. You're gonna wanna have something like the Capital One Venture X card or any Capital One card because none of them have foreign transaction fees. And the last card that you're gonna wanna have in your wallet is going to be a card that has specialty category that works out best for you. This can end up being something like the Citi Custom Cash card that gives you 5x back in one specific category. The card I like to have for this specialty category is my Chase Ink Cash card. This card gives you 5x back on internet and on phone services, but it also gives you 5x back at office supply stores. So what I do with this card is anytime I want to buy something on Amazon, I just go to Staples, I get myself some Amazon gift cards, and then I use these gift cards to make my Amazon purchase. But what ends up happening is I get myself 5x back in Chase Ultimate Reward points that I can transfer over to partners to get myself even more value. Now, some might wonder, well, why not just get yourself the Amazon card to get yourself 5x back directly with Amazon? The reason for this is because I find it more valuable to get myself 5x back in Chase Ultimate Reward points that I can transfer over to partners to get myself even higher value as compared to get myself 5x back with Amazon Cash by having myself the Amazon credit card. Plus also there are other gift cards at the office supply store that I can purchase, so I'm not just solely stuck on Amazon, but Amazon ends up being one of the more frequent gift cards I end up purchasing when I end up visiting Staples. Other specialty cards that you could add into your wallet could be something like a luxury travel credit card, such as the American Express Platinum card. But these are the cards that I feel work out best for most people's wallets. Now, as you may have noticed that some of these categories end up overlapping, you could have yourself a specialty card being a luxury card that is also a Visa card that you can use internationally that is a catch-all card as like the Venture X. So you don't need to have 5 cards in your wallet. Chances are you can actually end up having yourself maybe 3 to 4 cards in your wallet and be able to hit the vast majority of categories that you want to end up maximizing your return. But those are the cards that I feel that you should have in your wallet. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and let me know in the comment section down below, which cards do you feel are a necessity to have in your wallet? Now, if you happen to have any questions, drop those down in the comment section down below and I'll do the best I can to answer it. If you happen to really like this video, do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video, and have a beautiful rest of your day.